Hi, this is Marty Murphy of martymurphy.com. And the tapping video that I really want to do with you today is called Fabulously Flawed. And the thing that I see so much with myself as I work on myself and when I work with my clients is this idea about acceptance. And I know that's been overused. Acceptance is the first step, but there's a reason that statement exists. It is so absolutely true. So if you can begin to start just getting into this idea that you are fabulously flawed and everything about you, the things that you like about yourself and the things that say, not so much, you want to change, and just sort of ease into this idea that your flaws are fabulous, that they're part of the stew that makes you uniquely you. And really start to try and do your best to embrace that idea. And we'll tap through this a little bit because the thing that I see with myself, especially in the past, and then with my clients, is this non-acceptance. We tend to be so hard on ourselves. So if you notice that you have that critical voice that's just keeping score and making sure that you know that you messed something up, or making sure that your flaws are obvious to you, I think you'll really enjoy this tapping sequence. So again, just start thinking about that idea that I am fabulously flawed. All the things about me that are just a challenge are part of what make me uniquely me. And years ago, I was sitting in a salon, and there was an older woman in there who was well into her 80s, and her husband had just passed away. And she was telling all of us, and this always stuck with me. She said, it's the damnedest thing. It's all the things about my husband that irritated me and drove me crazy that I miss the most. And that just stuck with me. I thought, wow, that's really about that's what really made her remember him. Not that she didn't remember the good stuff, she did, but it was those aspects of his character that was really stuck out, as it is for most of us. We really sort of off play our great strengths, and then we tend to overkill our flaws. But this idea about I am fabulously flawed, it's a way to begin self-acceptance and to start embracing exactly who you are, every part and aspect of you. So tap along with me, karate chop. Even though I see my flaws, and I tend to judge myself so harshly, I choose to accept myself anyway. Even though the truth is, I don't really accept myself. That's a huge part of my challenge. I don't accept my flaws. And I just want them to go away. Even though I'd like to hide my flaws, I feel like I should. And I really don't accept them about myself. I deeply and profoundly accept that I feel this way. Go to the eyebrow. I'm flawed. That's just true. But I judge myself so harshly. I don't tend to accept my flaws. I tend to try and hide them. And they leak out anyway. And then I get upset about it. I don't accept myself this way. I don't accept my flaws. I judge myself so harshly. And I'm beginning to see that more. It's like I think judging myself is a productive thing to do. Like somehow I'll release this flaw by being self-critical. What if the opposite is true? What if the exact opposite is true? By accepting all of me, flaws and all, I can affect real lasting change. What if I'm fabulously flawed? What if my flaws are actually okay? They're just a way I've learned to express myself that doesn't really work. But they're still okay. Judging myself only holds them in place. But what if I embrace them and even laugh at them and look my flaws straight in the eye and see them for what they are, without all the judgment? That just keeps a dark cloud over my head. What if I can begin to embrace all of me? Flaws and all. I'm flawed. That's just true. I'm flawed. So what? Who isn't? It's exhausting trying to be perfect. What if I can begin to embrace my flaws? What if I can actually see myself as fabulously flawed and even laugh about it and find my sense of humor about it and lighten my load around this? I'm flawed. So what? Who isn't? I am fabulously flawed. I'm on this human journey. And my flaws are my greatest teachers. I am fabulously flawed. And that's totally okay. I am fabulously flawed. And just take a deep breath. And tap through that as many times as you need to. And as you know, if something else comes up, just keep tapping through that sequence. Trust the process of the tapping to get you where you want to go. And so just for today, and start with today, even if you do 5 minutes, just embrace the fact, this idea that, wow, I could actually just be fabulously flawed. It's all of what makes me who I am. So take good care. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next video.